after this game?
Steins Gate. They still have to finish Steins Gate, and then it's technically...
Actually, after Great Ace 1, Slumper did ask me if we could do, like, Deltarune AI.
What is
yeah.
Deltarune?
Yeah.
Deltarune AI.
So
Deltarune, but like all the dialogue is like
Random shit. Reddit.
random shit, yeah.
Remember
the creators of that also did basically the same mod for Undertale previously.
Remember when we started Deltarune, then never touched it again?
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, like we did start Deltarune.
We did start it, but then we got like sidetracked.
Look, there's a lot
As
of
we
fucking
always do.
games, okay?
Yeah, we have a lot.
There is a lot of games. You know what game I really miss though?
Real
Like
quick,
I wish
I
we
need-
could do again.
Need all of your
For the first
attention
time, at
right
least.
now before we start.
I'm listening.
Look at him.
I'm listening. I'm listening intently.
Look at him.
I can do that. You.
Look at
Oh,
the dog.
Pupper.
Puppy. Why is there a woman here?
Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo?
No, not at all.
Were you guys sleeping in the fucking courtroom?
Yes.
It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a palace.
Okay, to the base.
And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than day, even in the middle of the night.
Why is Nemesis here?
What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Bruh, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space.
Did you just say SS, bro?
Yeah, because we started calling it the SS Bruh.
I spent the entire night rolling from
Me-
one side of the mountain to the other.
Why are you all in Big
Yes,
Ben?
it really was the sort of night you
For
can
real,
only
that's
see
what we
on
were thinking
Normally.
earlier.
Get out of my house.
No.
Hey,
When I
man.
learned that we owed
Confirmed.
£3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare.
Oh, hey, it's the loudest room in all of existence again.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Welcome to London.
There's no place like
Like
London.
London.
No, there's no place like
Like
London.
The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting, I just wandered in without thinking. Poppin' pussy
In a
and
lodging
duck
house in
toss.
Japan, that's some of my favorite episodes.
I love Sweeney Todd.
I did try, but unfortunately not my teeth when I was presented to the
Filled people
bill.
that's filled with shit.
I
And the vomit of the world
feel
inhabits it.
you.
What if Sweeney Todd was blue and his name was Bleedy Todd?
God damn.
I really am sorry.
Alright, I gotta go get ice cream.
Well, never mind.
just pulled
We
a
must
book
find some
out
more
from her
affordable
fucking
lodgings
sleeve.
straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less.
Stipend.
Ugh, London is a scary place.
It is.
Have you got your stabbing license yet?
Oh yeah, Fist, this is your character.
noise.
Oh, he's got a stabbing license. Too late, mate. Can't do nothing
Good
about
morning
it.
to you at this early hour.
There he is.
He really does look like fucking Leo.
He
and
is.
has
He is
short
every
hair.
guilty. He is every Guilty Gear character in one.
He's like- AI as a combined every guilty character into one person. This is the result.
With the power of technology, we have finally created the perfect Guilty Gear character.
Oh, yes, well, Daddy?
Huh?
Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial of the old Bailey yesterday.
Sato-san is amazing. He doesn't bat an eyelid even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart.
Yes. I believe you had very comprehensive fucking Christ.
Initiation?
Initiation, I am so stupid. I did not see that. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation to British courtroom practices.
Welcome to Bretland.
Yeah, it was very eye-opening. Thank you. Every London person wants to be him.
And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhoto performed his duty to the end.
I regret to inform you, Nick, that there is no English person that looks like him.
Yes, I've already been appraised of events.
You.
You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed.
Oh, I won.
No
I
longer are you
won.
a student
You know,
of the Empire.
until y'all the fire happened.
You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer.
Where did he summon those birds from?
It's
I don't know.
just there.
He's John Wooing.
You could
My
just do
country
that.
is allowed to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land.
Thank you very much. So, I'm a lawyer now.
How far are y'all into this game?
We're on
This
case
is chapter
4.
4.
This game is not.
Case 4, finally a lawyer.
Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you.
He looks like he's squishing an invisible marshmallow.
Me when I
Squish,
squish
squish,
your
squish,
head.
squish, squish.
Like, trying to figure out how he can Unga Bunga better and strive.
He's
I'd
trying-
like you to take it all at once. I
Come
trust
back
someone.
with ice cream.
Welcome back.
Another case?
Everyone
Already?
died.
Can I get some sleep, please?
Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience.
Young Japanese lawyer is surprised that the crime is being committed in 1860s London.
I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I?
It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it.
What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared.
Yeah, but I feel like he just stabbed another person on his way out.
What more were you hoping for?
I think I let a Matt Ungard type character free.
Ah, I'm blind.
Flashbang.
Oh, you should have seen the smoke grenade.
Oh yeah. The
I'm just
multicolored
doing my
smoke
own
grenade.
British voice in my mind.
Old people.
Santa Claus.
Say his voice in this judge.
Oh, mass.
Mess.
Mass voices all the judges.
Well,
Mhm.
except for
Culpability
Strongheart.
of the defendant has not, at the present time,
Miss me, baby.
established by this court.
Hello again, Alpine.
Well,
You caught me while I was eating.
The-
You're
Wait a
good.
minute.
Hi, Alpine.
alright.
Hey, Alpine. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment.
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And
I
as for
will kill you.
As for you, my dear fella, I could have asked for a better defense. I am going to stab the next person I see.
Which
I
will
will
be
drain you
you.
of your blood.
It's the
God,
fucking.
he might be evil.
I can't believe I let Jack the Ripper free.
Who
I
would have
just-
thunk that?
I just can't help
What are you
wondering.
talking about? It was perfectly safe.
Valkyries will have use for him soon, son. Don't worry.
If Mr. McGilder really was innocent.
Y'all let an Irish person go free?
In this year?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he was
I'm
rich.
lesbian.
How filthy we talking now?
Anyone in this trial who likes men.
He was
A
filthy
rich
rich.
Irishman?
Yeah, he had a golden pot over the rainbow. I saw it myself.
Yes, my favorite Ace Attorney character, Potato McFamine.
Yeah,
Really?
it's the best character
J.K.
Capcom has
Rowling
ever made. Potato
Makes an
Famine.
Irish character named fucking Potato McFamine.
What about J.K. Rowling?
Actually, gonna
Oh,
I was making a dumb joke because you know how fucking J.K. Rowling's like a horrible person. People always
Yep.
make jokes where it's like, new Irish character just popped up in the Harry Potter verse. Potato McFamine.
Yeah.
Irish McCar bomb.
Exactly. That's it.
Oh my god, there's so much goddamn grease on this. Oh my god.
and Skipper.
Oh yeah, I
died.
was saying this earlier, but you weren't here. Neo, he looks like he's squishing an invisible marshmallow.
Yeah.
It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. And then I found a dead body on the street outside of the courthouse.
Then Nagito Kamino was there.
And then everything was on fire.
And then Steve
Well, that-
Urkel showed up. What the fuck?
Did I do
The Urkel family is a very powerful one in this nation.
The Urkel.
Oh my god.
There is no war in Bossing, eh?
Steve Urkel looks at me dead in the eye. There is no war in Bossing, say.
Nothing happened in Bossing, eh?
The Fire Nation is not going to be able to penetrate our wall in Boston. Say.
The Fire Nation has penetrated our wall.
Everything's
the
changed
big
when the
fucking drill?
prosecution office attacked.
Long ago, the Four Nations lived in harmony, but all that changed when the Poopy Dookies attacked. Ban, leader of the Four Nations, was the only
All
one
that
capable of stopping them.
All that changed when J.K. Rowling attacked.
Nah, we can destroy her if we try hard enough.
All
But
that
the power of love
all-
and friendship
all
we can
that-
stop J.K. Rowling.
all that changed when the Urkel family attacked.
Now, Urkel, that's a different story. We're fucked.
Did I do that?
I don't think we could stop Steve Urkel.
No, we can't.
Nothing can stop Steve Urkel.
It's too
What if he
powerful.
did jazz and he said,
Did I do jazz?
Anyway, but
I am never ordering Domino's again. Good lord, the amount of grease.
I love Domino's.
I hate Domino's, but it's the only place that's really open and it's cheap.
We don't smother our shit in grease is the thing. We just eat wood.
Fucking beaver. A fit.
Maybe.
2x4.
Okay. Well, you needed to let it trouble you for a second longer.
sorry?
One.
The Urkel family will be here any moment.
What do you
We must
mean, Lord
prepare.
Strongheart?
When I say the Urkel family, I meant the Urkel clan.
What?
Oh, yeah, so he was the one locked in the carriage. I fucking knew it.
Oh no, I've died.
Oh wow! Look,
Magnus McGill passed away immediately following the trial.
oh look at that! I'm pressing Clovis in the afterlife, laddie.
Ooh, so close. He's not going there.
Excuse me.
What? Mr. McGilded is dead?
Yeah, Urkel
Yeah, did I
family
sell
got to him.
I
Your,
don't even know
Your
this
Urkel
Urkel family
family
is, but it's
has-
getting more and more funny.
the Urkel family had a warrant out on his name.
They had a hit.
Wait. McGilda was found dead in a burning carriage. I know who did it!
Bernie Sanders.
WWE wrestler
Margaret Thatcher.
Kane.
Oh my god.
By
I
God,
was also gonna
hellfire and
suggest-
brimstone.
Margaret Thatcher did it.
I don't think Margaret Thatcher's alive at this point.
Thatcher doesn't exist yet.
She should have died.
No.
Margaret Thatcher was alive.
What year is it?
1890. It's like around
Margaret
1890s.
Margaret Thatcher is the most
She's not
dangerous
alive.
entity John Constantine has ever had to face.
Yeah, no, Margaret Thatcher was born in like 1912.
She should have fucking died years ago.
Oh, okay, bitch.
Ding dong, the wicked bitch is dead.
Objects I've shoved
Shoved up my
ass.
ass. Margaret Thatcher.
People really do be shoving Margaret Thatcher up their asses. What does this world come to?
Do you, Fitz?
Says he has 19 minutes,
No.
but if we just keep him here for 19 minutes, does he just become late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring that up, and all I
You're
think
fucking-
about when I think about Margaret Thatcher is this clip I seen of videos like she makes a random appearance in a panel from a John Constantine comic, and I just the bass boosted Ultra Instinct theme as she appears.
I have two
I have a
sides.
friend. His current like shtick is that their PFP is just the darkened out version of Margaret Thatcher, and they are the Dreadlich Margaret
There is no
Thatcher.
Margaret
Like
Thatcher
Dreadlich.
stalking say.
There is no conservative government in Ba Sing Se. I am Judy.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and head out here because I just realized I need to fucking go do something.
Alrighty. Take care, TJ.
Night, TJ.
Remember to look at the document.
I will.
I'm feeling a little sleepy.
Okay, goodbye.
Turns towards
I'm
Yes,
gonna
Cassie.
go
yes,
grab
yes.
something to
Where
wipe
we
my hands. I
absolutely
cannot
need-
touch anything with this amount of grease on my hands.
So, Mass, are you still hungry, perchance? I'll never know.
I'll have
Thankfully,
not 2
however,
minutes.
in case you
41
are,
seconds
I
until
brought
then.
my horse with me.
Time enough to talk. Putting you on a timer, lad.
You like Pokeball?
I don't
Alright, I'll see you
understand.
later.
Bye, Al.
Bye,
Bye, TJ.
I don't
See you,
understand.
TJ.
What happened? How could he be dead?
Well, I can give you a reason. So, you see, Margaret Thatcher was born in
Just give me
1925,
a
right?
reason.
The PowerPoint presentation, the butterfly effect of Margaret Thatcher's birth.
Margaret Thatcher.
I have returned.
Alright, bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, CPJ. After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you'll probably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes, of course. That's what the scene of the crime which Mr. McGill had been accused of.
Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted with some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
No.
You were in the room!
No, he actually wasn't.
I thought it showed him entering the room and seeing the fire.
No, that was Van Zeeks. Because remember, Susato and Renanosuke left afterwards, after the trial. And they went to find a home.
Well, surely you saw the fire brigade. It's fucking London. You can't miss a bunch of Brits of fucking buckets of water.
If it wasn't on screen, it didn't happen.
How could such a thing have happened?
Oh no.
That is being investigated as we speak. But already,
Can
the
we?
police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that in the gilded.
Can we see the body?
I think we're about to
That's
see the body.
awful.
The man must have slipped inside once the bailiff's attention went elsewhere.
That bailiff really needs to pay more attention.
And how could that have happened?
Oh god.
Oh shit. That is also being investigated as we speak.
Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilded did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus.
Someone pushed him in and locked it. Well, I must be making tracks now. This time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be a present for it myself.
An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage.
But, then who was Mr. McGilded talking about?
Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
Leave it to the popo.
Poor Mr. McGilded.
Poor McDonald had a farm.
Had a farm.
Ronald McDonald was found dead in Iowa.
Ronald McDonald was found dead in his Chevrolet.
I'm gonna debate with which type of car Ronald McDonald would drive now. It's not a clown car.
It's a clown car.
It's not. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was... Wow!
I feel like the engine would have to be powered by, like, Coke. It's kind of like Frankie from One Piece.
Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old.
Wow, Susato-san has such a way with words.
And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones.
Bitch.
The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can.
You just execute people, man.
The most advanced in the world, is it?
Why did I get pinged in Oddwin server? It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair. That's what they consider simple around here.
That was simple.
Well, yeah, murder happened in the Daily in 1890.
I just murdered somebody like 2 hours ago.
As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose.
I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple.
The circumstances of the case were so incriminating. I was stunned when I first heard of them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Is something funny?
No. My apologies.
Did you rig the fucking trial?
However,
Judges rigging trials? Never. That'd never happen.
the fact is that
Especially in
you did
America.
receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I'll freely admit. That much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I have prepared a new case for you that I mentioned before.
What's going on? What was he going to say before?
Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned?
Don't tell me it's a murder and this trial starts in 10 minutes.
Don't worry. It's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different.
Oh, I see. Did he just read my mind?
See, this series is finally going to have a trial that's not murder.
Oh, thank God, taxes.
Just kidding, it's back to murder now. That is
They
to say,
murdered their tax attorney. It is legally a tax.
that is to say, no one has died. As yet. And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly.
You're a bit
23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise.
So the trial
Is that when the
tomorrow,
world will
then.
end?
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... well, it left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilda's trial.
Ah yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there's currently no one to advocate for the defense.
Oh,
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow, with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome.
I'm getting deja vu, man.
deja vu, I have been in this case
In this
before.
place before.
A terrible end awaits the defendant.
Yes, that's right.
Here we go again. Why did Cosmo have to die?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny.
Your Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits.
Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time.
And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you.
Oh, what's that?
Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Sogi. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds.
Oh, well, Cosmo always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world works so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing. Oh god, that ticking's making me nervous. How about we wait 1 minute?
There is currently a bomb strapped to your chest.
Oh,
There are 2 bombs strapped to my nipples.
Another thing? Continue.
On the way here on the steamship, he said something to me. Neo, I think this is you.
Oh boy. I don't know who this is.
It's
I
Kazuma.
think it's Kazuma.
Oh, okay. There's something very important I have to do.
Kiss you on your big fat lips.
Oh. Something very important.
What went on in the wardrobe, huh?
And what exactly would that be?
You don't want to know. He never had a chance to tell me. There's a rated T game after all. I suppose he. Oh.
You're out of time. Well, thank you for that enlightening discussion.
What are you gonna say now, Naruhodo? I suppose he would have done if he ever made it to Great Britain. Okay.
Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Sogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me.
Why should he?
I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand.
Hey!
I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case.
Oh my god, hold up, I'll be right back. I need to get some chips.
Chips will be part of the voice acting.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this guy had a thing of French fries in his hand like all the time.
Alright, I'm back. I got my chips.
You need fresh fish and crisps. You'll be able to apprise you of the details.
How long has he been there? I've been here the whole time.
So, I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell. Are you typing?
There's something very important that I have to do, Kazuma-sama. What did you mean?
I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we better talk to the detective, don't you think? I know what you are. Gay.
you're right.
I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. Hey. Hi.
Oh, no. What does he have in his hand? Oh, he's just eating.
Could we trouble you? What do you think? Ah! Um, lovely weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with the anthem? Ah!
Anthem, the EA game.
Na 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 na.
We don't talk about that game.
Na 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 na.
No, you're right.
Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English gent eaten out of your hand, you know. But Susato-san told me it was foolproof.
It's not.
I'm a big man, a very big man. The police to investigate, but I'm here having to give a life to you talking to. Oh god, I spit everywhere.
Oh my.
Don't choke.
I'm too committed, help. Let me, wipe my mouth and hands real quick. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying, Haven't seen Gregerson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. All because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I never even heard of! Hear that ripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters!
Oh, you'll be fine, trust me.
This is like way more aggressive Jim Gordon.
You, believe me or not, but this guy's actually a better detective than Sholmes. He takes his job very fucking seriously.
Show him best detective.
Oh, right. His theme song is Tobias Gregerson, the greatest detective rival. There's no need to rip us apart as well, and I'm pretty sure he's a character in the Sholmes books.
I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer.
Eh?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant,
Eh?
He's never seen a woman before.
It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
Woman. It's unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winter don't see a lot of sunshine. Unbelievable! How did she pull that off?
He's that bad at talking to people.
So, Lord Stronghat asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregerson, Inspector Gregerson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Gregson? Inspector Gregson?
What's the matter with Susato-san? Does the detective's name mean something to her?
I might disappear because I think a storm's going on. So if that's why I just randomly go away. That's why.
Yeah.
Inspector Gregson?
Fish.
Fish and chips.
You're acting like you know this man, Miss Susato, but he's a London detective.
know him. Very well, in fact.
Very well? Oh my god, yeah.
Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Sholmes.
That bastard keeps writing me, I swear to fucking god!
Sorry.
Oh, in that publication... Oh, sorry.
Oh, in that publication... What's it called again? Randus Magazine?
That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible! Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come out with the goods from time to time.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise.
I don't need that fucking detective's praise.
Gregson is the pick of a bad lot of all the Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words.
That's his highest praise?
Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That he is not, and thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now. That's great, isn't it? I have to admit that to start with I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it's not! There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street! People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors?
Are you quite sure?
He changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's going to his head. Stuff like that. Hey, maybe don't write people that you don't personally know.
Oh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
Like I said, they whisper. So I can't catch exactly what they're saying, but I know what folk are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. I'm sure his eggs is eggs. I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work.
Oh dear, perhaps a sudden rise to fame does change people.
So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before. Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler.
I'll be back. I have to go relieve myself of the grease.
See ya. You know, I bet at Ace Attorney Lord there's...
Oh dear, that probably means...
I bet an Ace Attorney Lord Gregerson's a great-great-grandfather of Gumshoe or something.
That as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
I wish you were wrong about
We're
that.
concerned as
I
lawyers.
have a nasty feeling you're right. A young woman was walking along the pavement on the Brea Road when she was stabbed from behind. Briar, give me your lunch money. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in the hospital unconscious.
That's despicable! What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind?
I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a successful takedown, would you?
That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo.
Brace yourself, Ryunosuke. You angered her now! Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. So, there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit.
Or perhaps a reliable witness to recognize the person in question.
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your
I have retowing.
You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry? There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now. Why ever not? Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Barrack von Zeeks. Fuck! Sounds like you've heard of him then.
Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zeeks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
The Reaper of the Bailey. Lord Barrack von Zeeks, who we faced in court only yesterday.
Mr. McGilded told us about him before the trial, didn't he?
When Van Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Look at him all sexy and stuff. And every single trial in which he has been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. This Reaper of the Bailey nickname, I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty. Is that it? What the fuck do you think?
Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruhodo secured a verdict of not guilty.
And what of it?
Oh, well, I think that means that even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
No. You really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Huh? Magnum McGilded came a cropper in the omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you? What? What are you saying? Look, if Van Zeeks could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles. He works magic. Black magic. I have a good long think about that if I were you. Are we really supposed to believe that? Right. Well, I filled you in as a request and I'm very nearly out of chips. So I'll be headed back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place?
That's correct, Mom. And when you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself. You branded him a criminal already? Of course I fucking did. He has good ass shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. He'll give you a chuckle if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. Inmate 53. Thank you. Later, chump. So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage, too. That takes courage, too.
But the man they arrested is innocent. You could well imagine he will be shaken like a leaf in his cell. And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny.
So...
If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's event myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help?
Did you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your judicial assistant.
Thank you. So then, shall we?
Yes, let's go!
Let's go to jail. Damn, this jail is shit.
Oh, yeah, it's a jail.
Average jail in London. Also, I'm back.
So these are British prison cells.
Alright, you got one lockpick, and there should be a secret exit somewhere around the back.
No, this isn't Solitude.
Ghastly. Feels just like a dungeon.
Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
Yes, and having experience in it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
As far as we know, Vecna is not here.
Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhodo. You're making it seem worse.
Apparently, our client is in this cell here. But it's so dark at the back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. Hey, we're in the bailiff. Or, I mean, British Meekin. British Meekins?
Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop on at the back of a cell and show your face at once.
I think that your character fits.
Okay, let me... But look back in here to see what he looks like. Take a look, see right... Where? Bunch of scrolling. Oh.
God, it's fucking hot. I say, as I have a blanket
Am
on
I-
and no air.
Am I a cat, as yet with no name? Calling me by a number. It's utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer.
Somebody's angry.
What?
Somebody come here.
What do you think is going on here?
I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. Hello.
Oh, you look fucking crazy.
Excuse me, but... He looks like a fine gentleman.
And this is the guy we're supposed to defend in court?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
They're all around, hiding. I know they are.
Poltergeist.
They're watching. Listen. Even now, I can sense it.
Most calm QAnon conspiracist.
Right.
There you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost.
A ghost?
Ghost.
In times of
We mean no
turmoil,
harm, prisoner-san.
in times like these. Oh wait, not that ghost.
That.
Japanese by any chance?
This is beyond my wildest dreams!
This certainly is a music.
Forgive me for that outburst before. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all.
Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I've left my hometown, and here I am in a frothful fix in a foreign land!
Pardon me?
So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of compatriots for us here in this damp, dark hellholes. Most
What the?
monumentally moving moment!
Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us would turn out to be a fellow Japanese?
Oh. Compassion my fellow countrymen show. Dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend me a foreign student. Noble, nurturing, never failing Nippon!
Okay.
Guy's energetic.
Yeah.
A first-class lawyer? Well, think about it. You've been in a foreign country for 6 months with no other people that looks like you.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here.
I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened?
That's
What the
Susato.
That's not me, that's not
I
me.
wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example.
Yes, I can. I will. Shot! Die! Stolen and starlet!
I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Yes, he does. I don't hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryanosuke Naruhodo.
And I am Naruhodo-san's judicial
Why is she
assistant.
standing
Sato
sideways
Mikotoba.
looking at
Sato
him like a
Mikotoba.
fucking WWE wrestler watching TV backstage? No, I need to show you this. This is like...
A visiting student sent here by our government. Notably,
Just so you understand that joke perfectly.
Doseki Natsume.
And muted.
Yeah.
This is every time there's a TV segment backstage.
Soseki Natsume-san? What an unusual name. Oh, you really are Edgar Allan Poe then?
He's a haiku writer.
Although I will
That's
say
why.
this, Biggie did it the funniest. I need to post this because this is brilliant. Again, it muted. Biggie is an effortlessly funny man.
Call me Soseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. Right off IQ.
Oh my god, he really is supposed to be Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
It's something of a nom de plume.
Nom de plume? You mean an alias?
That's right, Naruhodo-san.
No, no, no! Don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that.
And the haiku? That really reminds me of home. Huh.
Did I hear you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government?
Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English. First, I had to suffer that misery, and now this! It's beyond the pale!
Suffer
Jesus
that
expressions.
Misery? Did you not want to study here?
No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course.
Oh.
I didn't expect it to be this depressing.
I thought it was gonna be green, but it's gray. Everything I see is gray.
Gray, and it's sad. And it's
But-
full of British people.
Just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do it. No!
Based?
What do you mean?
If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no. They told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable! My throat is fucking stinging now.
I see.
Bro, it ain't a big deal.
Relax.
He keeps on doing the fucking Crocker shit.
Yeah. Fairy got birds.
Go to Raven Evermore!
Did you?
I'll be right back.
Harry. 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 You put your name in the gauntlet of fire.
I can immediately tell flying controls are much better in this game than swimming controls. Only the other day, I was told to send a report about my first year here. I turned it a blank piece of paper. Walls, words on whitewashing.
Why is he dabbing?
He's not dabbing.
He's almost dabbing.
Do it. Like he's doing
He
the
must be a man
Michael
of great
Jackson
standing.
pose. Oh yes, sir. So I'm often told.
I heard a loud noise and I found my way out of there! Did you just dab?
You know who Michael Jackson is?
Oh no.
I often like it to be told, it seems.
Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Sosiki-san?
No.
I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder!
That's what they all
Murder?
say.
Oh no. Oh no, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die, did she? She was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes!
You remind me of an Imperial Guard from Dawn of War, and I love it.
Heh. Before your eyes, you mean you saw the attacker?
Didn't see anyone.
What?
Not seeing the person who did it. You think I'd be locked up in here?
Oh dear, it seems as this case is becoming rather complicated.
Your Honor, our defendant is, fucking crazy. We would like to kill him.
Oh, me.
Nuts!
Oh, me! Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse. The curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient! So glad I'm home alone right now.
Yeah.
So
You're doing pretty great.
Yeah. So Soseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker?
It's vital that we find out more about the case.
Nick, who's playing that one character with Sholmes?
Iris?
Is that her name?
Yeah,
The
that's
one with, like, the goggles. Yeah, who's
that's
playing
Neo.
her? Yeah, that's what I figured.
My British diva.
I was wondering who was playing that.
It was an accursed evening. Just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog.
Heavy rain. Heavy rain.
Heavy rain.
Heavy rain.
Heavy rain.
Aw, good.
Yeah,
Dead by
race-
Daylight reference?
Rain? But where's the code?
Every rain and Dead by Daylight.
Oh.
6 days till Lara Croft comes to Dead by Daylight?
Oh shit, it is. I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts.
I think I think my break's still gonna last quite a bit. I want to play funny Scottish horror game after this.
What's Scottish? Wait, what funny Scottish horror game?
Still Wakes the Deep.
Trauma.
No.
I've been to the bookshop to buy some books. I was on my way back with my person lodgings.
I've been to the bookshop to buy some books. Yeah, that's what bookshops are for. You buy books.
I was there to look at some books.
Show
Why
the
are they
book.
selling soup at the bookstore?
Fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
No, they are selling soup, but it's how to make soup in a book.
You know, fucking Panera Bread, you know, the big soup company.
Yeah.
They're selling. They sell clothes.
What?
Yeah, they have their own. Yeah, they're selling. You could buy their own. You could buy like Panera appealed clothes on their like website.
Paper. They should all that in cologne.
They're
So
literally
what you're
selling
telling
soup.
me is that
They-
they make their clothes out of soup.
Yes,
Show the,
I never want to work in a restaurant ever again.
show the bookshop
Yeah.
was a curse too.
Welcome back.
As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me.
Oh
A
my
woman.
god.
Wearing a green overcoat she was. And just as I went to overtake her,
Damn.
she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed into the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet.
It ain't looking good for you, dog.
How terrible!
That's Susato.
That's that too.
Terrible.
Called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard!
Belly on parents!
Slight exaggeration
The
there,
way we're
perhaps.
saying.
I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran, as fast as my legs would carry me back to my cursed lodgings.
And I ran so far away.
That's,
Couldn't get away.
that's not good. Why did you run?
I mean,
Those
someone
days-
dies in front of you, you're probably gonna book it yourself.
Neil, they'll say it was shameful, I know. Draw away like that.
Actually, no, I
I
won't.
I honestly don't blame you. It's the scene of a murder.
No,
the killer
because
might
no.
still been there.
Look, I can't run.
Walk fast then.
No, for two reasons. One, if a cop showed up, they're probably gonna automatically assume I did it. And shoot me, in that case.
That is extraneous circumstances, I admit, but still, scary shit happens, though. Especially when you think that you've been cursed.
Well, I don't think I'm cursed, so...
Well, you're not Edgar Allan Poe, now are you?
He did get arrested for being drunk one time, apparently.
Didn't he like? Didn't he
I
kill
got
somebody?
arrested for something a bit more ridiculous than that.
Tell me,
Everybody-
sister, because I can
Poe
point
did
you
some
to
shit,
yours.
I will say that.
Yeah.
It's very much stuff that is like, things that were not crimes then, they're absolutely major crimes now.
Yeah.
Why did we not have age of consent till like the 60s?
Mm.
We don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
we know.
I will say it's probably more along the lines of just because, you know, there was no research done on it at the time, probably.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Wasn't thought about.
Ooh. Wait.
Why are you powering up? You ain't gonna break those bars. You can't break those bars.
You can't break those cuffs.
I'm gonna break these cuffs. You can't break those cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs.
Can't break those.
Ah!
That's so fucking old.
Bring up the clip again. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that! I'm diffident, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people!
Same, bestie, same.
Mood.
Mood.
I see. A young woman unknown to Soseki-san? And at the time it happened, who else would you see nearby? Did anybody else pass you? Did anybody else pass you?
Regrettably. Apart from myself and the woman, couldn't see a soul.
No one? Oh, great.
You know what that means, people.
I don't.
So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
That's fucked up. What conundrum?
Why can Captain Hook fucking fly?
Tinkerbell. What do you mean, Susato-san? What's the conundrum?
The conundrum is.
Well, if what Sasaki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says he didn't know the victim and that there was no one else at the scene. Then he apparently fled without having been seen.
I did!
But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit. Ah! Blah.
You! What did you just say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Oops. I thought that a little loudly.
Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Sasaki-san actually come to be arrested?
Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place?
Oh yeah, she's right.
Oh. You okay, buddy?
Who?
It was him.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh no, Sholmes!
Right, detective! He led the police to me!
Sholmes.
Of all the bad luck.
A cursed great detective? Could it be?
God damn, they really put all their work into animating this dude.
I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. His haughty laugh of self-proclaimed greatness.
Huh? Huh?
Brash, big-headed, busybody, bastard! May you be cursed until the end of your days, Herlock Sholmes!
I knew it! I fucking hate people. Hairlock Sholmes. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure.
It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly bursted the door. They started shouting at me! This is the police! Put the weapon down! Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard. I wasn't eating a weapon! Disgusting, dietary discrimination devils!
You clearly had a trying morning yesterday.
I thought it was gonna fucking hate me tomorrow.
Welcome to Ding Dong.
And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat.
That's creepy.
That Herlock Sholmes!
It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English. Not German, like Van Zeeks.
Since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London.
Yes, the great detective is really very well known.
And this overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm a knife-wielding madman! Me? This weak, slooped kitten of a man!
You are... I wonder what great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. How am I gonna fix it? He tripped on a bowling ball, and he had a bowling ball. See? He's a criminal. My deductions are 75% right.
That Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you. That would be really most unreasonable.
Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in.
Oh boy.
That doesn't look good.
What did he do?
You were something natural.
I was terrified and trembling. They kept throwing question after question at me. In impossible English! Fiendish foreign flattery!
Well,
His alliteration game is on point.
yeah. Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English.
Good point, good point. My mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I'll do it. I'm fine.
Oh, his eyes dilated.
Next thing I knew, I was in manacles, and before I knew it, I was thrown in here.
You got manacles? Fucking hell, I hate you, California!
What's a guy gotta do to get some manacles in here?
Go to Britain, apparently.
Apparently.
I'm fine.
Love, I'm off to Britain.
I'm fine now.
Your hometown, apparently, based on your accent.
I was born in Kansas.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Kansas Blackpool.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
America explain.
One brain cell.
Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo. And when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough.
You accept bitch.
Oh, yes, alright, yes, they've really got to me. This country's poisoning my mind. Please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You could tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you?
Well,
Why? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me?
well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour.
Student.
I have defended a case in the Old Bailey, only the one though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means.
Oh, Naruhodo-san.
I'm not even a foreign student who is supposed to be here. I'm a sort of Lockham lawyer, I suppose.
But that armband, that's the mark of defense lawyer for our great empire.
It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. Yeah, right. They were
Best friend in
roommates.
quotes. Oh my god, they were roommates.
Can I actually look
Keepsake?
at this? Ah, yeah, nice. Ha! I can't read
Oh,
that.
what's it got? Can you examine it?
Oh, let me see. It. Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
you-
god!
Ah.
The lawyer's name is embroidered on the inside here. Look. Kazuma Hasogi. It was his band, of course.
He had his heart set on the study tour in Great Britain.
I'm sure he would have found the truth he longed for here. But he lost his life before he even had the chance to see this place.
Aww.
Time to cry.
I have such a strong
For
sense.
real.
I have such a strong sense of his hopes and dreams when I look at this armband, though.
Exactly what they're saying about me.
Oh, who do you mean?
The lawyers. All the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me.
Goodness, why do you say that?
For the same reason as you noted before. When it happened, there's only the victim and myself around. And I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit.
It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san.
I And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. Just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said. And, of course a foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway.
That's
Christ.
awful. Racism.
Racist.
They're wrong! I've studied more
did you
English
say?
than half the policemen out there on the streets!
Did somebody call for a racist?
I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history! No one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me! So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue.
Strange accent. You're talking British.
You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see.
Look
could see
in
what-
my eyes, what do you see?
So Seki-san, it's just that...
A handsome motherfucking looking back at me. Sorry.
What?
It's a Lemon Demon song.
Give me a little time, please.
Because there's a lyric like that where it's like, I look into my eye holes, what do I see? Something like that.
Hmm?
I'll do what I can for the time being.
What do you mean?
We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire.
Should be going then, Naruhodo-san.
You got it okay, buddy?
Maybe.
And Skipper died.
We have a case to prepare for.
Now go to this road.
Briar.
God, it's so fucking gray. That's a fucked up bicycle right there. I mean bike. Frosty the Snowman!
Snowman!
Give
What
me
an
a
accident.
2009 be like.
So this is where it happened. Briar Road. Mafia 2 be like.
Honestly,
Look, Mr. Naruhodo.
God, that background looks so
Look,
fucking
the
fake.
metal helmet. Unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak.
That is their job, you know.
Mr. Naruhodo, to see it with my own eyes.
Stop learning your English stuff from this fucking book.
They're often depicted as in the Adventures of Sherlock shows, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close. You're a real Bobby's helmet!
What? The helmet?
Of course! I have to try on one day.
Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true.
Yep, hey.
Hey. What's the Japanese delegation doing here? This is on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware. I hope my bloodline curses you or something. See, he's wearing...
We're here to investigate.
See, he's wearing a green coat like Gumshoe, and it's a pop collar. So you've been to the holding cells then? What do you make of the criminal?
And he's got a tie that's in the similar shade.
He's not a criminal as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
Well, see what about that? You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. We all have that one racist character in this game. Well, what do you do what you will, it doesn't bother me. The bloke's in the court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict's a foregone conclusion. The stone cold air of rejection.
Somebody say stone cold.
Jack.
You gonna hit a stunner.
Hey,
What?
London at this time of year is full of
Beat a
stone
British
cold
man's
air.
ass. What? I said I'm gonna beat their ass. What? Open a can of whoop ass. What? Kick their teeth in. What? Stop a hole and walk and drive. What?
That makes it worse somehow.
Threaten violence.
What?
After already doing all that violent stuff.
With more violence.
Commit tax fraud.
What?
Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
The Yard. It's the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, Mom. Come on, Gregson, be a homie. Let her have one, please.
Oh, and you know I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet.
Also, I heard that voice crack.
Fuck.
It's okay. It happens.
It does make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that there is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city. Batman!
Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful?
We alone in Bobby is hard going, I can tell you.
Oh really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does. Goes around and arouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work. What? He wakes people up? Yup. Raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit. Damn, you cops are annoying as shit.
had no idea.
So Bobby works for the people of the town. It's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's a regulation distance. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way. Oop.
20 miles. That's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama.
On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far. And when it gets dark, of course, he has the poor job of lighting all the gas street lamps. This certainly is a job.
Mine.
And I suppose in between all those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well?
And chase after criminals trying to evade the law.
See, what if it's an assassin trying to escape the law? What about that? What about that, huh? I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly. More alongside, but yes. They expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit. Except me. I'm built different.
I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said.
What?
No!
But with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr.
After she realized all the work she'd have to do, she's like, nah.
Nah. Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. You know, they just gave Gumshoe a hat. That would be like a fedora. That would be cool.
But it'd hide his spiky hair.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got the silly spiky haircut.
It happened around 5 in the evening 2 days ago. Just there on the open bit of the pavement.
Still thinking about that, like, injured sprite where, like, he has the bandages over his head and all, like, his 3 spikes are sticking out.
Yeah, I gotta keep it consistent.
Yeah.
The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind. Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in hospital. Never said she was a lady.
Oh.
Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all. I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course. Bob, Tobias Gregerson, trans, right? What? Here's a map of the local area. I happen to have it on me. You can take it if you want. Really? Are you sure? It's job policy to give lawyers defending suspects the odd bit of information to go on. I haven't actually accepted a job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So, who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it? Well, I know Mr. Natsumi is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but...
But just because he didn't see anyone... It doesn't mean we can't be sure that nobody else was present.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How?
Because, Mom, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed. What? We have two very reliable witnesses, no less. It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see them. There was witnesses now? Who are these witnesses, Inspector? A fellow and his wife, and the man was one of the most reliable and respected citizens all of London. He's a copper from Scotland Yard. Actually, 44. You have nice hair. Sorry.
It's got them streaks.
I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for Herlock Sholmes bullshit.
Nobody's ever too old for Herlock Sholmes.
Tobias and Herlock, they were roommates. And Skipper died.
I am going to head out though, because it is getting quite late for me.
Alrighty. See
See
ya.
you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
A policeman? That might change things.
And this policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked.
Nothing peculiar about that, ma'am. Part and parcel of being a bobby. Catching them banging the act and all that. Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions? Be my guest. You can ask him what you like in court tomorrow. Oh! I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that would give you something to look forward to. That's that then. They got no intention of letting us meet the men beforehand, it seems.
A policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed.
No shit, you think? Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Oh yes, one more thing, Inspector. What? The person who led you to the suspect, I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes. What are you bringing him up for? Oh god. Was it something I said? The color that draped from his cheeks. I fucking hate him. Who did you hear that name from? Oh, well, it was Mr. Natsumi who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered lodgings. Oh god, he's gonna go on a tirade of
I'm sure it was a great
deductions
result of one of
bullshit.
Mr. Sholmes' inspirational great deductions.
Fiddle faddle! The man man's an amateur. I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere. Yep. Oh. I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at all the scenes of the crime. Wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case. Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he? If you call him astounding one more time, I'm gonna break your fucking neck. Oh.
He's a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he?
6 foot Herlock Sholmes versus 5'9" Gregerson. You are big, and I am average. I'm average. Gibble gabble.
Default translator. Jeez.
Skipper, what are you doing?
I'm just reading a tweet. I'm just gonna put it here, and it's related to Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Where people are like, AI localization should be used more. It's like, fuck off.
No.
I don't want AI anything.
Not in my Ace Attorney. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, there are ways to use AI to be helpful, but this isn't one of them.
Not to replace people.
Not to replace people. Only to aid.
Ever seen
Only
this
to
before?
make repetitive tasks easier.
Oh yeah, that's the Rancid magazine.
The wonderful publication in which the adventures of Herlock Sholmes appears.
Every Ace Attorney fan dogging this man. Love it. Yes. Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of your detective in its stories. Huh?
Huh?
And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone at the yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any Herlock Sholmes tale at all.
Well, I suppose there is an element of that.
We work our socks off, every one of us, only to be frummed by the public thanks to that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us to Scotland Yard as he is to all the criminals. He's a threat. He needs to die.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
Where's that phantom person? I'm placing a hit on Herlock Sholmes. Clearly the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. Nah, not really. It's basically simple. Sherlock Holmes is an idiot, and I accidentally pressed that. Oops.
Well,
it's repeated dialogue I pressed, don't worry. God
let me see.
damn, this is long.
Danny Trejo plays Animal Crossing, confirmed.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
Put on the maid outfit, Naruhodo. That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to defend him or not? Well, makes no difference to me, but I would just say this. No London lawyer worth his salt would touch that case with a barge pole. Because alright boys. Because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean? There's no way to save that man now. It's a waste of time trying. It's all a bit strange, though. Sorry? The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
The only people he usually bothered with are the real scum. The master criminals. The violent ones. Master criminals?
The violent ones?
That's right. He handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins. But Mr. Natsumi wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely. That's just my point, Sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. But this isn't the sort of case I'd be expected a Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for one of the better phrases. Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it? No. There's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? What sort of reason, Inspector?
You think I could tell what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness? Am I the champion of light? You ought to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial. Are we really going to have to face the Reaper again? The Lord of Darkness, as he put it. Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective.
Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion?
Oh, yes, what is it?
Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this.
By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, exactly.
Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsumi did blame Mr. Sholmes for all this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. I assure you it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address. How do you know that? Unless the writers literally put his street on there, which in that case, what the fuck? And Skipper died.
It's Baker Street.
How do you know that? Yep.
It's in the stories, of course. He doxed himself to 2221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world.
Oh, I see. There's nothing stopping us from going, I suppose.
Doxed himself.
We better try to find our way there before Susato-san gets any more excited or unpredictable.
Hurrah! I'll summon a carriage!
So, we'd have a reunion already with the great detective Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Okay, what does the dude's house look like? Oh, anime. I can't believe they made an anime for this one transition.
Thank you very much. It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day. Thanks again. This is it. The residence of Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
That's a pinwheel right there. Jesus fucking Christ, this house.
That's, let's see, several fire hazards.
So this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels so real to be here somehow. Is that describing the stories, Miss Susato? Susato-san?
Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes. I never read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited by it as it seems to be.
The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism. Can you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I suppose I can, yes.
So, if you don't mind. I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please, don't mind me.
She's obsessed.
Fangirl.
Well, looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anybody home? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, do we have a visitor? Hello. Is it a big new case for Mr. Sholmes?
Hello. Wait. Aren't you...
Oh, how rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once.
I'm sure it's the same girl that pulled out the bazooka.
No talk me, Angie.
Miss Susato, did you see the girl who was just there?
Yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on this case.
The King of Bohemia?
King Wilhelm Gotthard Sigismund von Ormstein, of course.
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventure of Herlock Sholmes for a moment. Look over there.
The tea's brewed, and I have a freshly baked cake as well.
You!
I knew it. Susato-san recognized her too.
Ah, there you are. And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
Oh my god, wait a minute.
Look at her little, like, the keychains on her backpack.
Yes, it's Herlock
That's
and
so
her.
cute. Aw.
How did she fit an entire rocket launcher in there, bro? This
Don't
fucking
know.
Pocket dimension.
me up.
Pocket dimension. It's like Desuhiko's backpack.
It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. McGilda's trial in the defendant's antechamber.
Antechamber.
I've never met a law. Oh.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Poor you, having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London.
Oh, yes, it was challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Oh, thank you. Is he supposed to look that color?
Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor.
Hooray! It's a winner! I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see? You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck.
Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
Oh, you know Hurley, do you?
Hurley? Mr. Sholmes to you, Shirley? Hurley, Surly, oh my god.
Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see.
Was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Hurley's out on an errand again today, even though he's just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday after their trial, and only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all of those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite?
Oh, silly me. I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. I live here together with Hurley.
Ah, Iris, is it? What a lovely name.
What?
What's the matter?
No, what? This can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
What's the matter, Susato-san? Why are you so flustered all of a sudden?
Yes, that's right. And what are your names?
Oh, Arenosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan.
Sorry. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you.
Lovely. Susie and Runo. Got it.
Runo is a cute nickname.
Runo. We don't talk about Runo.
Brogus.
Susie?
From Dead by Daylight.
And Runo. There's more to this girl than meets the eye. I have so many questions for her. I don't know where to start.
Yes, and so do I.
We'll save it here. But, how old are you? How old are you, child?
Oh,
You're
10 years old.
And you made a bazooka?
She has a degree. Like it said, she has a degree.